Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going with Q2 of the bi-weekly contest 140. Maximize the total height of unique towers. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this one. So this one, for me, it is a little bit tricky in general to kind of read through this honestly. But this one is going to be a greedy problem, right? And the greedy thing is that well, one is that the input does not have any ordering. So I would sort it to give it some sort of ordering, and really the only because we're trying to maximize height, then now we're given this constraint in an order. I mean, it could be increasing or decreasing depending on which way you sort it. The way that I saw is decreasing, but you basically figure out what is the maximum height that I can have, right? And of course, you're gonna do this one at a time. 10 to, I guess 10 to the 9 is a little bit high, but yeah, yeah, you do it one at a time because it does not have the same height. So that means that if my current height is, let me actually draw it out real quick. But yeah, the idea here is greedy. Let me bring up the thing, right? So let's say we sorted it and we have basically these maximum heights in which we can draw onto, right? And sometimes they're even the same. And then the idea here is that we just throw out this as much as we can, right? So here initially we'll throw all this out, right? From going from right to left. And then here, well, there's no problem because we don't have to worry about any dupes. This one, there is a dupe, right? So we have to basically do the dupe minus 1. It's going to be, well, my lines are not. And then that's basically the idea. If you have, say, like, you know, multiple of them, then let's say you have this instead of this, then you just kind of keep going down because and if you can think about this also just like in a brute force kind of way, except for greedy as a basis, right? If you find a greedy, a brute force kind of way, you're like, oh, this number no good, this number no good, so we have to take 2 off, right? So then that's basically the idea. And of course, if you kind of think of it this way, then now you have a little bit of a step ladder thing, constrained by the last biggest thing that you have previously done, right? So that's really the idea, and that's how I coded it. I saw this in reverse order, and then for each one, the first one we can ignore, right? Just, well, not ignore, but we take all of it, so we don't have to do anything special operation. And then from that we go, okay, well, if the current frame, the current height should be the most that it can be, or it is the previous row minus 1. That's basically what this is saying. You can even do this with a min function. I don't know why I kind of wrote it just a little bit funky. And then at the end, well, if you kind of have that step ladder kind of thing going down, if the smallest thing is 0 or less, then you can't finish it because you just don't have enough towers. If the smallest building is of 1 height, that's good enough for you. That means that everything else is greater than it. That means that you have the entire thing. That's good, and you return -1. Otherwise, you sum up all the height, and you're pretty happy. Yeah, and I think you can actually also even just check whether maximum sub I, when you update it, this is greater than or less than, or you go to 0. That doesn't matter because this is still this part's gonna be linear, even if you have an early termination, but of course you're also dominated by this part, which is n log n anyway. So in sum, this is going to be n log n, all of n space in 2 ways, kind of. One is that we use we use the space, which makes it all of n space. But even if we don't, and you could do it without using without maximizing this, because all you need, if you kind of look at it, is just 2 numbers, right? The previous height, the current height, and then you just add a variable to keep track of the sum, and you should be pretty good. But you still need an O of n for sorting, so I don't know. But these are just things that you can think about. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. End login time, O of N space, and you could watch me solve it live during the contest next. Yeah, taking an extra taking even an extra minute is fine, right? That's what I've been doing. Slower on Q1, focus. Alright, let's go Q2. Max height. This is right bit. Just trying to be a little bit more careful in general. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, the explanation, this contest, everything in between. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.